opponent not being a particularly clever opponent, I need to buff it up to the hardest difficulty next time I play this, just to try and get the most challenge possible before I get into multiplayer. I'm going to download these patches overnight and then try and play multiplayer tomorrow and see how badly I get thrashed by people that actually know how to play this game. And then I'll be able to let you guys watch some commentaries of some actual real games. And also, I need to be trying to watch some replays of pro players actually doing this. If somebody could just email me or PM me with a bit of a tip. Number one, I'm not really sure where to download the best Dawn of War replays from. And number two, what folder do you need to put them in to actually watch them if they're downloaded? And three, who are the best players at Dawn of War? If somebody could just pick up on those three questions if you play a lot of Dawn of War and fill me in on those, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, this game is really winding up. But one thing I wanted to show you guys is the Eldar avatar, but I mean, if you played this game, you will have already seen it, and I don't think I actually get up to this in the replay, so won't worry about that too much. Just going to be polishing off the enemy and watching as many battles as I can. Dawn of War is a game that seems as though I will be having fun with it for at least this weekend, if not a few more weeks. It'll probably end up being a game like Warcraft 3, where I come back to it every so often and do a commentary of it once in a while. Here I've got a Bone Singer attacking a cultist. This is basically the Eldar working unit having a fight with the Chaos working unit because there were no other infantry units around, so that's quite funny that you can do that, but still effective. The Eldar Bone Singer unit is the building unit for the Eldar, and she can actually teleport around the map, which is cool. You can also build webway buildings, which are the equivalent of like supply depots and pylons in Brood War, and they actually have an additional function where you can actually load units into them and teleport them around to other webways on the map. It looks like we've got a very cataclysmic battle going on here. As you can see, Psychic Storm going off in the middle, Eldar blasting away all of the icons on top of the units, saying they're all in negative cover. This is a map where there's a lot of negative cover around the center. The point of the map is to hold the critical objective in the middle. Once you hold that critical objective, the game actually counts down on a timer, and if the opponent doesn't turn that over quick enough, you can actually win the game without killing your opponent. You can just stay there and capture the objective, and you win that way, which is interesting. I mean, I like the concept of having other victory objectives rather than just wiping out your opponent. I mean, that's quite cool. So long as that's balanced in games, and I think you can toggle it on and off, and have some games where the victory conditions are just annihilating your opponent. That's cool as well. But Take and Hold seems like a cool addition. It spices things up, and it's good that they've at least got some innovative ideas and clever functions. I feel like this is a game where it has a lot of potential. I mean, the concept of the game, Dawn of War 2 could be a really, really good game. They could really step it up. They could get the mechanical race diversity. They could tweak that and make that a bit better. They could also make it so it's very balanced and have a better balanced team this time. I actually read a comment on the Team Liquid forums for Brood War that one guy was on the balance team and he apparently wasn't treated that well by the company, and a lot of the balance team's ideas were ignored when this game was being designed. That's just something I heard. Not sure if it's 100% true, but certainly does sound a little bit believable. I mean, if the game turned out to be a game where there were obviously a lot of things that could have been improved but weren't, I guess the team the actual design team were very, very focused on keeping the game appealing to a certain type of fan, and I mean, sticking to their style of making a game that's really fun and direct and really good to watch and play, and really caters to the people that don't play the game to the death, rather than people that really want to get the most out of the game and play it for years and get into high competition with it. That's fair enough. I mean, it's probably a good thing that there are gaming companies in the world that are focused on one thing and other ones that are focused on the other, because not everybody wants to be a StarCraft pro. Not everybody wants to play a game for hours and hours a day and just play the game as if it were a sport. That's often the way that I approach StarCraft as being a sport. It's not really so much about just having fun. For me, it's also about actually having doing a personal achievement, actually doing something which feels very constructive and mentally challenging. And a game like Dawn of War is a game which I think, there can be a little bit of that, but it's mainly just for the fun of playing a computer game and watching battles and bashing your opponents. I mean, that kind of thing wears off as you play a game quite a lot, and that's one reason why I prefer the StarCraft kind of approach. But, I mean, for some games, I mean, that doesn't really wear off very quickly, and you can always come back to it sometimes. Man, what a rant this has turned into be, and interesting game too. Well, not that interesting. I mean, this game, typical, well, I can't say typical, but it was Eldar versus Chaos, me versus the computer, and I basically captured more strategic points than my opponent, and I managed to avoid the large fights until I knew I could win with the superior forces. I teched up 2 vehicles quicker than the computer did, and here's me finishing off his base. So yeah, give me feedback, guys. Don't bother saying, oh, you're a real noob at Dawn of War, you should be a lot better than this, because once again, I haven't played multiplayer yet. And also, if you have any answers to my questions before about replays, please post that. If you're looking forward to more StarCraft and Warcraft commentaries, they will be coming up, but probably not for the next week or so, because I'll be busy with Dawn of War. But if you're a fan of Dawn of War and you want to see more of these commentaries, please get your friends to subscribe to me. Of course, you want to do that, and let me know what you think. And if you are not very good at Dawn of War and want to play against me, because I'm also not very good, send me a message and maybe we can have a game sometime. That'll be really fun. And I'm not sure when I'm going to end this commentary. I think probably fairly soon. I've got just wiping out the last of the computer's buildings, and then that's it. But I may as well just chop it off here. You can finish watching the rest of the thing if you want. But anyway, guys, this is Vaul. This is my first ever Dawn of War, Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War commentary. Eldar versus the Chaos, Vaul versus the computer. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And that's the end of my rant. See you guys later.